Hello, this is Mish from Downtime Distraction, bringing you another first look video, and this one we're going to look at Age of Steel Recharge. So this game's coming out 6th January 2016, developed by a company called Quaint Emerald. And so what is this? It's a 2D strategy. So yes, interesting style. So before I jump in, put the subscription button bottom left hand corner. It would really help me if you could subscribe. If you often watch my videos or you want to watch more and you want to get updated when I'm doing them, please subscribe, and that would be awesome. I'm trying to get those sub numbers up. Okay, let us jump into a match. Okay, so we have two modes here with this game. We have campaign mode and we have survival mode. Campaign mode, I actually don't let this fool you. I'm not at 7%. I did get to 50%. I've reset it just to show you the early levels. So when I was at 50%, it took me about an hour and a half. So, and I was taking my time. So let's say if you're rushing, 2 hours. If you're cruising, 3 hours. So that's for the campaign. For the survival mode, that's where the longevity is going to be. Because with the survival mode, all your weapons are unlocked and vehicles, and you're trying to get a high score. So if you are trying to justify a purchase on time in the game, so yeah, campaign, maybe maximum 3 hours. I don't know how hard these levels get, so maybe you're going to get stuck on these and it's going to take longer. But yeah, just to give you an idea, that's how far I got. 50%, an hour and a half. But in saying that, this level here was really hard, so it's here. Hopefully that will be quite challenging down here. Okay, so let us jump into a game and let's have a look. So start the mission. Contact. Okay, so what we have here, top left, the base is life. So this is your base here, the aerial. It changes as time goes on. So if that goes to the bottom, you're dead. And this is the resources that we're mining. So you can see the mine, yeah, is slowly building up there. We need to get some units down here before we get completely destroyed. So okay, so we have a production here. So if we need to upgrade something, you'll see that that's kind of the upgrade production bar. And the units is the interesting part here. So you are going to have to micromanage them, because you have a certain amount. You can max it out very easily, so you have to be wary of that. Okay, so with this is the unit screen. It's pretty empty at the moment because they've not upgraded much. So let us upgrade get a machine factory, and then we can get some more units. But take note, whilst that's upgrading, I cannot do anything over here. So that is really one of the fundamental gameplay mechanics. When you're upgrading anything, you cannot place any units. So you're going to have to ensure that you have secured everything and you have enough army to hold you off while you're upgrading, because when you start getting to level 3 and 4 and 5, it takes a long time to upgrade, so you better prepare to hold off whatever's coming. Okay, so there we go, there's a tank rolling out there. And as you can see here, these red areas are non-buildable as well. So you got this middle area to build in, and obviously the tanks and units spawn out of your base there. Okay, so let us upgrade to get some more units here. I'm actually finding it very enjoyable. Something to note too, if you notice the shaky screen, you can turn that off. I know it would annoy some people. I quite like it, and I'm really used to it now. I really think it adds the extra impact to the units being destroyed. Okay, so with the upgrade, we've got access to walls. So we can chuck a wall down here. So they soak up damage, so you can build stuff behind it. So they'll take the hits from these incoming tanks. And we can get a light tank, and we'll get a heavy tank. So, and let's upgrade this heavy tank. And as you see, I can't do anything, but I can cancel that. So you've got a bit of a opportunity to recover if you make a mistake, but still, you know, there's the gamble there. Should you wait? Can you survive? Okay, so this needs, there we go. So I think I should be secure. There's not a lot coming, and I've got a whole bunch of turrets, so let's upgrade this. And this actually changes as you upgrade too, which is a cool feature. So let's look graphically. I think it's a cool design. Obviously very simplistic. Not a lot of animation happening in the background, but the explosions are nice. I think they're quite cool. I like how it looks. Okay, so we've upgraded that. Okay, so saying this threat's coming from the air, so we need to build an air factory. So look here, so that's the ground layer, so that's where you get a lot of action initially. Then as things go on, I can construct a bird here, so you start getting stuff from the upper air. So I'll get 2 of these up, so they'll fly off to about here and hang out here and fight anything coming. And also as you get to the latter stages of the level, you start getting in the middle of the map, middle of the level, the big airships and stuff like that. So that's when it's getting really interesting. And you can actually do stuff too, like see here we've got an anti-aircraft turret, so we can stick that down there. And so that's obviously going to get all the air from both top and bottom, but not a lot can actually do damage from up here down to the bottom. You've only got bombers, and I think one of the big units can actually hit the ground as well. One of them has an aircraft carrier which can drop out bombers, so they can obviously drop down there. Let's get some more units out here as they're sneaking up on me. So I haven't actually used this Orbital Strike, so let's give it a go, see what it does. Assume it's gonna give a good blast there. Oh, well that was really underwhelming. Oh no, that's right. That was pretty cool. It would have been nice to have a nice sound with that one though, a sizzling sound or something. And we have, as you upgrade stuff, you're gonna get more things. So this is an interesting one here. So this is the electro turret. So this disables and deals minor damage to tanks. So we stick that there. Let's right click to get rid of stuff, so let's clear some space for it. So stick that there. And he'll zap and knock out some tanks as they come up. There he goes. That plays in really well when you start getting bombers. So I'm just gonna get some more upgrades going here. So when you have a large amount of tanks coming, get a couple of these, disabling them, and then just rain the pain with some bombers is an interesting tactic to do, and I find it works quite well because the bombers do a lot of damage. See, look at that bomb, he's just taking out everything here. Let's build some more stuff up here. Okay, you can get one heavy tank. So yeah, it's a micromanagement system, that's for sure, between the different levels that you've got, and you really have to kind of pick a unit which you know does well. The bird, to me, this is probably the most crucial unit. I think if you don't hold these to get the birds holding here, the bombers are just going to lay waste to your whole army. So it's really crucial to get, not so much on this level because it's very easy to start with, but at the latter levels you need to control that top layer, because that's, if you don't, the bombers start dropping on your middle layer and the bottom layer. So I wonder if we can, okay, we can upgrade the center again. We should be right here. See, those bombers are doing a bit of damage there, but this is a quick upgrade, so shouldn't be too bad. And let's get some more of these. There we go, got some bombers there. Let me just get the birds out. Get up there, birds. And it sees, I don't know if you noticed as well, these see how they're kind of bouncing up and down? That really, there's a bit of randomness to that as to if your unit's gonna be higher because the bullet drop. So if your units aren't higher than that unit, they're in a bit of trouble. So it's a bit of luck there to actually make sure they actually get the kill. See, I lost all those. Just was unlucky with that, so I'll just send some more out. I gotta watch actually my resources here because I'm not used to this having so little. But the ground layers should be alright, even though they got the bomber there. Shouldn't do too much damage. See, they're just above my range and they're going. I've got Come on, no! Okay, I can actually upgrade that. I've got one of them, so when you upgrade, these actually become quite powerful. We should get another turret on there. Okay, see, there we go. We got the bottom turret on. Got the anti-air there, which is helping, but the anti-air, as you see as well, anti-air isn't going to get those guys because they're just hanging there. So you really have to fight them for that air supremacy. Okay, yeah, that's good. Come on. Nice. Right, so now get 2 of them up there. Okay, so as soon as they get that upgrade, I think it's the real key. So they should be able to hold that. I'll get that electric there. Maybe get a bomber going through. And then 1 tank, and then I'll do some upgrades. Okay, so the bomber's going to clear the way. And I can't, because I don't have any resources. Come on. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Okay, so get some project ships. If you as well, I turn the sound down on the games I do, but the soundtrack for this game suits it so perfectly, and that was what I was trying to find details from these guys to see who made the soundtrack, because there's like 3 or 4 songs repeating, and it's almost as if they've taken them from the Terminator movies. They fit the apocalyptic world so well, and they're some of them have really catchy beats in them every now and again. Really enjoying the soundtrack. Really good. Really impressed with the soundtrack, that's for sure. And Lemo! Oh, that was pretty underwhelming. Yeah, definitely a thumbs up for the soundtrack from me, that's for sure. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I appreciate it, that's for sure. Okay, so we'll nearly be able to get to level 3. Okay. Go. Should be right. I mean, those 3 are just, with that upgrade, no problem up there. I lost my tank though. See there, starts getting tricky now. So this is an early level, very easy. I just wanted to get an early level so I could actually talk whilst playing, because I tried it on a harder level and I just got destroyed. I had to concentrate. There we go. That was that. I didn't actually notice that we'd completed that. So as you see here as well, that unlocked the survival mode. So that is good. So I'll just jump into survival mode and I'll just show you the latter units. As you can see here, you got a lot of levels to unlock, and you can actually, the resources you gain from a match, you can actually buy a level with those resources. So there it is, intertwined there, but you know, by the time I got halfway through, I had so much resources I could have bought all of them. Well, all the ones that were available to me, so it didn't really make any difference in the end. So let's start to survive. Okay, so as you see, that's all your units, and it's a whole lot. So let me put out some heavy ships just to show you what they're like. Okay, I'll put, there goes Big Mama. Okay, let me just get that. It's almost as if the AI just mirrors what you do a lot of the time. Okay, let's get out of this ship here. And you have interesting stuff as well, like this thing here, cannon, fires massive projectiles upwards. It's nuts, it really is. Get some heavy tanks down there. See the how that bomber actually destroyed my heavy unit. So it is imperative that you control the upper layers. Oh yeah, so you can go for, I think when you start getting your technique down, I find that you know, you're gonna, I've also run out of units there, which is the The interesting part there. That's really the micromanagement is about that. So you've got too heavy in the air, or too heavy on the ground, or too heavy medium in the middle. You've really got to watch it. Okay, I just need to try and get some more units out here. So this, the cruiser, has bombers come out, and also it does a bit of damage going forward too. Okay, I've got the heavy tank upgraded, so hopefully, so the bombers just do so much damage. Okay, so those guys just sit up there nicely, but let's upgrade them so we can hopefully hold off a little bit better. Oh, those heavy tanks are just making mincemeat of my defenses. No, I don't want it. So right click to get rid of stuff, same as usual. Okay, the bombers really helped out. Hey, could be in trouble here. But you have your base has a lot of life, so it's not the end of the world if stuff gets through. And so those units don't upgrade, you have to wait till they get destroyed. But obviously the new units you spawn will have the upgrade. So let's get some of those out, because the bombers are getting through. Gonna cause me issues. Get that heavy ship. I am enjoying this game. I played a good couple hours, and it is a lot of fun. Finding a lot of indie titles that are coming out, really catering for kind of casual, just jump in, play for an hour, and forget about it. It's good to see that there's people catering for the real casual players as well as the hardcore. There's so many games that are perfect for hardcore players. It's good to get like a game like this, which is so simple. You come home from work, chillax, and just have a quick game of this. And you go watch TV or something. It's nice. Okay, so this is probably going to go on for quite some time. So I'll just give you my thoughts of how I think this game is. Okay, so let's start with the positives, and we'll go into the negatives, and then we'll just wrap it up. So positive, visually, I think it's fantastic. I really like the look of the base. I really like the look of the units. The explosions are nice. The menu system is nice. I mean, sure, you can say this game is graphically weak. I wouldn't say that. I would say this is a very deliberate looking game. They've done it this way on purpose, and I think it suits it. It's really nice. If you started to go too complicated, and then that's not really what this game's about. For me, this game is simplistic, casual fun. So that the graphics kind of say that as well, you know. Audio. So that audio, standout for the audio is probably the soundtrack for me. I think the soundtrack fits the post-apocalyptic world with this ongoing war very well. The soundtrack is very glum, but there's beats in there as well, which is very nice, and it really inspires you, and it sets the tone. So it's perfect, I think. The other audio assets, the explosions, they're good quality. I guess if you listen at the moment, you can hear the sound of the basic attacks. That sounds weak, but I can understand why you would do that. With the amount of units on screen all the time, if every one of those projectiles had intense sound, that would be too much. It's better like it is, because it almost sounds like rain, and it kind of goes into the background. And if you had too much there, it would just be far too intense when you hear the big battles. Even if a couple of units, they can make a lot of noise, you know. So I think that they've done that very well. It's subtle on the basic attacks, which is obviously predominantly what's going on.
but you still know when something is blown up because of that big explosion sound. The simplistic menu system, I think that works nicely. It's simple enough that you can quickly fire out a whole bunch of units when you need to, and it's very intuitive. And you got that leveling system of your base as well. So all positive from me from that. I mean, sure, the gameplay is simplistic, but the gameplay is fun and it's engaging, because if you're not onto it, you're gonna lose something, either your ground or your middle air or your upper air units, and when you lose one, then he's probably going to lose the rest of them as well, so you need to be on top of that. So many times where I wasn't concentrating and all of a sudden I had to rebuild everything. So it's fun. It's in saying that, it is, whilst it can be intense, it is kind of relaxing as well. You know, you're not thinking overly about what's going on, you just kind of working away, and it's good to see a game like this. There's not many games that come out which are in a way relaxing whilst you're playing, so it's nice. It's a nice change having something like this to play every now and again. Negatives for me, maybe the campaign amount. As I said, I was 50% through and I'd done an hour and a half. But in saying that, I don't know what this game's going to cost. I'm playing it before it's released in a beta version, so you need to make the call on whether to get, you know, hour and a half with a survival mode. So let's say best case scenario, 4 to 5 hours for that campaign, and then replayability on all the survival modes. You know, you could spend hours in there if you want to. So what price tag is that worth for you? I would say I wouldn't pay over $10 for this title. That would probably be my limit. But, you know, some people might want more campaign for that. It's all preference, I think. But so you've got an idea of what this game entails, so you make the call when the price is there. I guess it's not the negative point. Hopefully it could be fixed before the game is released. But the initial start, when you have the story being told to you, those boxes disappear far too soon. They need to have an option saying press any key to dismiss or something like that, so you can take your time and read it properly. Same for when the level starts, it needs to be paused so you can read through what you meant to do. But at the moment the level starts and you've got a couple boxes of text that pop up, you don't really have time to read them, and then the next one will pop up, you don't have time to read that, and then it's gone. So it would be good to either start the game in a pause state so you can read what's the point of the level, or say leave it there and let me click it to dismiss it. So that's just something which would help, I think. That's my only two things: cost and those pop-up boxes. Apart from that, I say if this game if the price is right for you, it's a lot of fun. Simplistic. Don't expect to have your mind blown, but I think it's very nice, very good change of pace from other games that are around at the moment. So yeah, I think I'll probably leave it there. So hopefully you've got some valuable information from this video. You've seen what this game's about, and if you're interested, check it out. So yeah, 6th of January, it is Age of Steel Recharge, coming out on Steam. So thanks for watching. I'll put a subscription there. It would be awesome if you could subscribe to see what's upcoming on my channel and support me. Give me a like if you liked it. Give me some feedback below. If you know the price after the fact, put that below and say if you think it's worth it or not, so other people can have a discussion about that. That would be good. And I'll see you next time.